that VAR is giving and bringing more justice to the game, is making the game more clean, is helping the referees in taking correct decisions. But I think everyone who is a sportsman prefers to win a game based on the right decision of the referee and not based on the mistake of a referee. So if maybe it takes away the joy of some, it gives the joy to others when a decision is changed.
In law, there's nothing whatsoever that anybody could do. And I know we're all going to say, oh, common sense this, common sense that.
It's not, the police are not involved in this. It's
the law.
Like no one's going to die, so why don't we just stop the game? Laws of football 5, 6, 7 years ago, there was no VAR. There was just one ref and 2 linesmen. They soon changed that. But now there is VAR, so you have to go with the protocol. What VAR is implemented, you cannot change it. No one ever sat down and went, right, if there's a major mistake here, we've got to sort something.
There's always got to be mistakes.
So why didn't we have this in the thing where you could stop it then?
Because we can't, as a Premier League. The Premier League can't just tell you what, if we make a mistake, we'll just stop it. We can't do it. It's the wrong decision, we all know. It is the wrong decision, and they have done everything they had to do. They cannot break protocol. End of.
So what do you think needs to happen now, then? What do you think needs to happen? Because that is a big call, and they've just made a big, huge mistake.
IFAB may have to put something in place to stop this happening again. If it does happen, we have to bring someone in, but we can't do it as a Premier League on our own. We just cannot do it. So if this thing does happen again, which it won't happen again, because what's gone on, I said in the opening day of the season, smaller thing, Man United Wolves, that won't happen again. It just will not happen again.
They get so excited. So even that, then he's hold it, through. But just calm down. Just calm down. You've got all the time in the world.
Football has been set ablaze after FIFA reportedly stepped in following the explosive VAR controversy involving Arsenal, Manchester United, and Brentford. What many fans initially dismissed as just another bad decision has now spiraled into a full-blown debate about integrity, accountability, and the future of officiating in the modern game. The storm began when Arsenal were denied what appeared to be a clear advantage in crucial moments against Brentford, followed by another heated incident involving Manchester United. Slow-motion replays, tactical breakdowns, and independent analyst reviews all pointed towards serious officiating inconsistencies. Supporters argued that the video assistant referee system, introduced to eliminate clear and obvious errors, had instead amplified confusion and controversy. Social media erupted. Pundits demanded answers. Former players questioned the transparency of decision-making processes. Arsenal fans, in particular, felt a familiar frustration. For years, debates about marginal calls and tight offside rulings have lingered around the club's biggest matches. But this time felt different. The decisions weren't just subjective interpretations. They were viewed by many as procedural failures. Lines reportedly drawn incorrectly. Possible fouls overlooked. Handball appeals dismissed without thorough on-field reviews. The sense of injustice grew louder by the hour. When FIFA entered the conversation, it transformed the narrative. The governing body's involvement signaled that the issue had escalated beyond domestic officiating concerns. While FIFA does not directly control league-level refereeing decisions, its oversight on global standards and VAR protocol means it can demand clarity, review procedures, and enforce reforms. That alone was enough to send shockwaves through the football world. For Arsenal, the phrase "finally gets justice" has become a rallying cry among supporters. Whether justice comes in the form of official acknowledgements, referee reassessments, or structural reforms, fans are craving accountability. They want transparency in audio communications between referees and VAR officials. They want clearer explanations post-match. Most importantly, they want consistency. Manchester United and Brentford supporters, meanwhile, have found themselves drawn into a wider debate about how these controversies impact league fairness. Every point matters in a title race or European qualification battle. A single incorrect decision can define a season. In a league as competitive as the Premier League, margins are razor-thin. This controversy has reignited a fundamental question. Is VAR being used correctly? Technology itself is not the villain. It is the interpretation, the human application, and sometimes the lack of communication that fuel distrust. If FIFA's involvement leads to stricter implementation guidelines, mandatory transparency measures, or improved referee training, this moment could become a turning point rather than just another scandal. For now, the football world watches closely. Arsenal supporters believe the tide has turned. Critics remain skeptical. But one thing is certain, the demand for fairness has never been louder. If this situation results in real reform, it may mark the beginning of a new era of accountability in football officiating. Justice, in football, is rare. But when the pressure becomes impossible to ignore, change often follows.